From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, son.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
Well, happy Monday evening, actually, to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. You know, I hope you had yourselves a great day off, but for those of you that had the day off today, it's back to reality tomorrow. You got to go back to work. So what can you expect as you're going through the rest of the work week here, on your short work week at that? Although some of you probably had to work like me, but, you know, it's all good, right? So here's what we've got. Unsettled through the middle of the week. And what I mean by unsettled is you've got mainly cloudy skies. There will be some peaks of sunshine every once in a while, and you'll see a passing sprinkle or light shower. Some areas, better chances for measurable rainfall, like, for example, the coast, than other areas. Now, snow levels during this time frame through Wednesday are to be ranging between 3,000 and 5,000 feet. Now, I do expect drier and warmer conditions near the end of the week with possible showers for the end of this weekend, possibly early next week. No guarantees on that just yet. Still waiting to see, if the models can, long-range forecast models can kind of come into alignment here. But that's kind of what it's looking like. And Wednesday is the day I think everyone is going to see some measurable rain and, of course, snow in the mountains. But before we get to all of that, let's take a look at your Krueger's Quickcast for your Monday, February 17th. Now, for tonight, I think it's going to be colder than it was this morning. And the reason being, less cloud cover. And as a result, I do expect mid to even upper 30s for many of us in the valley. For the mountains, probably staying clear of the teens, but still in the 20s, some 30s in there as well. Looks like for Weaverville, Hayfork, you're in the upper 20s, around 30. Inland, upper 30s. And for the coast, you're looking at temperatures upper 30s to low 40s for those overnight lows. So out the door tomorrow morning, maybe you're heading off to work, right? There you can see, of course, the dry conditions. That's essentially what we've got here for the morning hours. Now, later in the day tomorrow, there may be some activity, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here we are, of course, today. We're just not seeing much activity out there right now. Look, you got this kind of coming in from the west. It's still dry to start off your day on Tuesday. Maybe some fog for some of those low-lying areas in the mountains, those mountain valleys, for example. Now, there's a weak disturbance that may clip Northern California. Maybe a passing sprinkle late tomorrow afternoon for the valley. Same thing for the coast. Looks a little bit more substantial for Siskiyou County. So, do you pick up a few hundredths of an inch of rainfall? Sure. Do you maybe see some snow above 4,000 feet? Not out of the question. Not a lot, but certainly seeing some of that. All right, then that pushes off to the east. And yeah, now we go into Tuesday night, and you're seeing that activity in Modoc County, eastern mountains, right? This, though, that's what's coming in here by the time you get into Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, more wet weather coming in after that. All right, so here's what we've got for your Tuesday. Temperatures, yeah, look at that. We're getting the low 60s, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the 40s for many of the higher elevations, low 50s, low to mid 50s, inland and for Trinity County, and looks like somewhere in the mid 50s for your daytime highs along the coast. Of course, the mostly cloudy skies there as well. Could see a passing sprinkle later on in the afternoon there. All right, so here's your 7-day outlook for the valley. Better chance for that substantial rainfall on Wednesday. It'll be measurable rainfall, and we're talking a quarter of an inch or more in some spots, but I'm keeping it dry through Monday of next week. But keep in mind, keep an eye on Sunday, Monday, because there is, again, that slight potential we could see some showers entering the picture at that point, but for now I'm keeping it dry for everyone. The coast, mainly dry tomorrow. Again, maybe a passing sprinkle, and then better chances for that measurable rainfall. And you know what? I mean, it's looking substantial. I mean, you're talking possibly over an inch in some spots here for Wednesday for the coast, but as we typically see, it kind of weakens by the time it does hit the rest of us, and as a result, we don't see as much rain, which we'll take a closer look at that here. There again, better chances for rain and snow in the mountains on Wednesday. Thursday, we're dry, and at this point, again, keeping it dry through the weekend and early next week. Hey, by the way, I want to remind you, there is a free Weather NorCal app. Go to your app store, search for Weather NorCal, and download the app for free. Just look for that logo right there. Download it for free today. I think you'll like it. It's hyper-local, and I'm the one that's in charge of the app and make sure that it's as accurate as it can get. All right, so here's what we've got going on. Here's the overall trend. Here's the storm system I got my eyes on. In the meantime, we got a couple of systems passing to our north. It's not going to be a big deal. There you can see tomorrow. We go into Wednesday. The cold front passes through. Rain and snow in the mountains. Of course, rain in the valley. And a little gusty as that cold front passes through, by the way. So the winds may pick up a little bit here. Nothing major, though. Then high pressure settles in by Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now I'm tracking a ridge of high pressure that's in place. So you see that ridge right here through, say, Thursday through the weekend. If it's a little bit weaker, I think everyone can see some showers here by Sunday. If it's a little bit stronger, it pushes most of the rain up to our north. So we got to look at the strength of that. And we're also seeing maybe a little kink in the jet stream right here by next Monday. So a week from today, that could potentially bring us a better chance for some rain by maybe Monday or Tuesday of next week. But that's a long way out. Most likely what you're seeing there is going to change. So we'll have to see. For now, I'm going to keep it dry. But there you can see. Tomorrow morning, again, maybe some of that morning fog for some of the low-lying areas, especially in the mountains. Now we're starting to see a weak disturbance push through. This is what I was talking about. Nothing to cancel any outdoor plans over. Even this looks substantial, but it's not. It's very light. Okay, then that pushes off to the east, pretty light. Gets a little bit more oomph to it, right? But overall, it's not going to produce much. But by, Tuesday night into Wednesday, we're beginning to see that cold front pass through. Now, I do expect lower snow levels by the time we do get into Wednesday, probably somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 feet. So this could potentially lead to some chain requirements north on I-5 and especially in the east of I-5. West of I-5, I think it might be pushing it. We'll see. Of course, we're going into Wednesday now, so we've got a few days to kind of get through this. But there's midday. We're starting to see kind of most of it to the north and to the east. We're starting to dry things out a little bit here for parts of the valley. By Wednesday afternoon, most of it's to the east. That will clear out and push to the east. High pressure settles in, as I was showing in the longer range, and we dry things out. Now, how much rain can we expect? As of right now, I would anticipate 1/4 of an inch, give or take, for the valley. I think, some places in the valley could see, close to maybe not quite a 1/2 inch. Where we're really going to give that 1/2 inch or more is going to be on the coast. That's where we're going to see it because that cold front will be strongest once it hits the coast. Goes over the coastal range, decent rain for Trinity County, and then by the time it does hit the valley, we typically don't see as much, and of course typically don't see as much off to the east either. So again, something to look out for, but that's kind of a general idea. Rain-wise, what you can expect. Drier than normal, though. I mean, we're talking about after Wednesday, the rain kind of pushing on out of here and drying out. And it looks like that drier trend is going to stick around for a while, and that's why we've got the drier than normal conditions. That doesn't mean it's going to be completely dry, folks. That just because you see this doesn't mean it's going to be 100% dry. There still may be a few showers here and there in that longer range, but nothing significant. Most of it's going to be confined up to our north. I'm pulling this out again. Of course, I was talking about it last week. I even talked about it on Sunday as well. We've been below normal for the most part for the month of February. You may have noticed it's been a little chilly for the month of February, but that is going to be changing over to warmer than normal conditions. I'm anticipating that near the end of this week into the weekend, we could see some upper 60s, maybe some low 70s in the forecast. That's right. All right, so the wave heights, you can see they are dropping for your Tuesday. But look at over here to the north and west because we've got that approaching storm system going into Wednesday. We'll see them go back up again. So I don't anticipate any small craft advisories for Tuesday, but I do anticipate small craft advisories by Wednesday. All right, so here's tonight. With less cloud cover for most of us, it's going to be colder. Okay, so we do have, I would say, mid to upper 30s in the valley and probably in the 20s. There could be some of the colder spots that may get into the teens, like Chester, for example. But otherwise, low to mid-20s for Siskiyou County, Eastern Mountains, Modoc County. For Trinity County, upper 20s, low 30s. Upper 30s inland, and looks like upper 30s to low 40s for the coast. All right, here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast for your Tuesday. Temperatures in the 50s. It's warming up a little bit here. It's mainly dry. Do you see a passing sprinkle or a snow flurry in the highest of elevations? Sure. Not out of the question, but don't cancel those outdoor plans. It's Wednesday that will really start to feel that impact. North Coast, there you can see 57 degrees out towards Blue Lake as well as Garberville for your Tuesday, 57 in Ferndale. Could you see a passing sprinkle tomorrow? You know the answer, right? It's yes. It's Wednesday that we've got the more substantial rain. Same situation up to the north. 55 degrees for Orleans, 55 in Hoopa, and 56 in Willow Creek. Same question for Siskiyou County. I'm going to ask you, you're going to know the answer. Could you see a passing shower or a flurry tomorrow? Sure. Not out of the question. Wednesday, better chances. And then Thursday, Friday, it dries out. You know the question for Modoc County. Could it? Yeah. And then better chances coming in on Wednesday. Eastern Mountains, yes, passing sprinkle or a flurry, especially late in the day into tomorrow night. But otherwise, better chances coming in Wednesday. We're dry for Thursday through at least the first half of the weekend, maybe even going into early next week. Here's your Valley Neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Your temperatures are warming up a little bit here. Should be in the low 60s for many of the warmer spots. Looking at that 7-day outlook for Chico, a passing sprinkle is a possibility for tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, mainly dry and mostly cloudy. Better chances for measurable rainfall on Wednesday. Drying up by the end of the week and most likely through the weekend, although we'll have to watch Sunday, Monday. There's your Valley Neighborhood forecast to the north. 61 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake, 62 for Anderson and Redding. It's also the case for Red Bluff. 58 in Whiskey Town and 62 degrees in Bella Vista. Here's your 7-day outlook for Redding. Better chances for that measurable rainfall on Wednesday, but again, that passing sprinkles a possibility through the day tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, weekend, mainly looking dry. I've kind of backed off a little bit on the temperatures since yesterday, but we could touch 70 degrees for some of the warmer spots over the weekend and even into early next week. That's your evening update. I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and live on Cox and Krueger at 7 a.m. You have yourselves a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Barr and Mudford is a top established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr and Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr and Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.